Still on justice for Mohbad. This one is deep. This is deep. You have not heard this before. This is explosive. In fact, what you're about to hear will blow your mind. Seriously? You see, we all need to encourage ourselves the more and also congratulate ourselves for what we did on this justice for Mohbad, for how we pressed on this justice for Mohbad. Many people thought that this justice for Mohbad was useless. They thought that we will not be able to achieve it. They thought that these people they've taken over. They've gotten the backing of some corrupt police officers. They thought none of these things will work. But here we are, successful. In fact, we can say Mohbad has won justice. Mohbad won this justice. This is a big win. This is a big win. This is a big win for justice for Mohbad. I knew that Karimot will always be that link. Karimot will always be that link that will nail Wumi permanently. You see, they have not been too good to Karimot. Karimot wanted to put the family together, like, let us be good people. We know that we are bad. Our lineage, we are bad and terrible people. But let us get ourselves right. But Wumi and her mom and grandmother and the rest of them, they don't like that. But she, wanting to please them, she will join with them to do wickedness, to do their evil disaster. But our conscience will prick her sometimes, and she'll be like, no, I cannot continue in this foolishness. She will jump out of it, stop, and say, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. Now, Karimot, she has confessed. She has confessed. She has released another thing. In fact, prior to this, Karimot was so angry, pained, that her family treated her the way they treated her. This made her to come out publicly. She came out publicly. Not really like she put her face 100% to it. She gave us information. And you're about to hear some of it. She gave information saying deep things about the terrible incident, the demise of Mohbad, and also about DNA. Why? Because her family, they blocked her, and they felt that she was not 100% in support of them. They don't want her to give them advice on how to be a better person. They don't want it. So they ganged up against her. And this made her to open her mouth. She opened it wide. Let us listen to this and we'll talk more.
Wumi, o sọ pé 7 days ló máa fi jáde, only 7 days ló máa fi jáde fún gbogbo àwa tá ń wá true justice. Wumi, o sọ pé 7 days ló máa fi jáde fún wa. Mo rí ẹ lánàá náà. Tẹ́mi yàlá ìyá ẹ bá gbé bọ́ síta. Wumi, tí èmi yàlá ìyá ẹ bá gbé bọ́ síta. Olórí burúkú ọmọ. Ṣé gbogbo yín notice? Gbogbo ẹkún Jeremiah tó wá sùn lórí Instagram ńjọ́ yẹn. Kò sọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad fún wa. I don't know why she's crying, shedding crocodile tears. She was the person that was with Mohbad 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours before Mohbad died. She was with Mohbad throughout before Mohbad died. So, she lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sọ pé kí ló pa Mohbad, ikú wo ni Mohbad kú. Gbogbo ẹkún Jeremiah tó wá sùn pátá. You came out, you said, ìwọ mọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad, ó ní sọ fún wa. Àwọn Nigerians dẹ̀ tún ń wẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ tún yìí sọ pé ọmọ kékeré ìṣọ̀fẹ́ pa ni, ọmọ tó ti ń dóko láti age 10, ọmọ tó sọ pé rapper lòun, òun ti ń rapu igbó fún Naira Marley láti age 10, ọmọ tó ti mọ ibi tó ń kí okó bọ̀, ọmọ tí Mohbad gangan sọ pé transformer ni gbogbo Lẹ́kí ló ti pín ná fún, ọmọ tó ti kúrò lábẹ́ ọyàn láti 10 years old. Olórí burúkú yín, bó ti sọ fún yín gbogbo èèyàn ọkùnrin, owó tẹ́ máa fi ṣe kó mọ, ẹ lọ fi ṣe DNA. A lot is happening now. Many of ọmọ tó ń gbọ́, mo ti sọ fún yín gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Bella Shmurda, àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó ń bímọ sí yẹn, ọmọ àlè ló ń gbé fáwọn olórin yẹn. Ẹ lọ ṣe DNA. ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ Wumi nsìn ó ti ń jẹ́ kí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọkùnrin kó máa suspect a lot of obìnrin ṣé ń gbọ́ mi Wumi sọ pé virgin lòun ó ní Mohbad ló disflower òun ọmọ tó yẹ pé Karimo olórí burúkú onípọ̀nmọ́ ọmọ tó yẹ pé àwáyé má ṣe rere ẹrú Wumi ẹrú àwọn táwọn Karimo tí ẹ máa bàjẹ́ lẹ́yìn ó ṣe mí ò ń gbà mí Karimo jẹ́jẹ́ mi ni mo jókòó. You came to me to tell me what you want to fún mi ní gbogbo family story Karimo. I will put the proof out to you this afternoon. Karimo. Ìjọ tí àwọn Wumi kọ́kọ́ bẹ́ ẹjà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní update. You were so annoyed. You came to me to tell me your family story. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí pé mo sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ má attack Karimo? Ṣé rántí? Because she was constantly telling me. She thought I wouldn't know she's the one. She was constantly telling me, sis, please, don't put my identity up there. But there's something, oh, la identity. You are here with fake. Oh, kò sí photo ní nǹkan tó gbé sí fún mi. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ẹ má worry. A máa débẹ̀. PA mo dúró dè yín o. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yé yín? Ó ń sọ fún mi pé sis, please protect my identity. Meanwhile, kò sí photo lójú tó wá fi bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. But orúkọ Karimo gangan. Karimo orúkọ ẹ̀ surname ẹ̀ gangan lẹ́ni yẹn. Gbogbo nǹkan táwọn Wumi wá sọ ń ta sọ pé máa sú ẹ̀. Karimo ti wá sọ fún mi. Ó ní kí n jọ kí má kó bá wọn o. Ó ní sọ pé máa sú Karimo. Báwo lẹ́ni yẹn ṣe máa mọ̀ títí tó máa mọ̀ gbà tí Karimo dèlù tó máa mọ̀ date figure orúkọ Karimo ló wá sọ fún mi. Now mo wá promise ẹ̀. Mo ní I will not tell anybody. Èmi náà ń pretend pé mo mọ̀ pé Karimo ni. Òun ṣe bí òun gbà mí. Òun ló máa pa wọ́n nínú ẹbí yẹn. Gbogbo details tá wá pátá. Mo ní gbogbo number tá wá ń bí. Mo ní everything. Ó ń sọ fún mi ní pé kan tẹ̀ lọ kọ lẹ́tà síbi iṣẹ́ tá wá gan. Yes. Evidence wà níbi iṣẹ́. I will show you everything. Ẹ bẹ̀ pé máa fún yàn ní benefit of doubt. Now when she told me the first story, I kept quiet. Money mo promise her, money I'm not gonna tell. Èmi náà play along. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi. Mo wá rí pé ó wá ń tẹnu mọ́ pé husband tó dá lòun fẹ́ o, ọkọ gidi lòun fẹ́ o, ó wá ń protect ara tiẹ̀. Ṣé money please don't attack Karimo anymore. She's innocent. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí? Money kẹ́ má attack ẹ mọ̀ pé ó innocent. Ó tún bí ṣe no innocent yẹn, ó tún inbox me immediately. I will show you everything. Ó tún inbox ṣé ó ṣe bí òun gbà mí Ọlọ́run àyà yín yà lórúkọ Jésù àyà yín yà bóyá sọ pé I will show you money. No, don't worry, I'm not gonna money kó bá kó má worry. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi mo deposit money kẹ́ má bù mọ́ bí ṣe sọ pé kẹ́ má bù mọ́ yẹn ó tún padà wá inbox mi ó ní thank you very much sis ó ní thank you very much sis please don't let them know don't disclose my identity ó ń ṣe bí pé ó ti yín èmi ṣe bí pé mi mọ̀ pé Karimo ni mo ní no tell Karimo to calm down pé kó má worry pé má jà fún ẹ rí pé for 2 days tí mo bọ́ta wá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe rántí mi attack Karimo rárá ṣe gbogbo yín rántí now ẹ jẹ́ wá jẹ́ ń gbé yín débẹ̀ ṣe rántí pé ìjọ tó kọ́kọ́ bọ́ta tó ní kí n bọ́ síta kí n wá sọ pé òun lòun sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi ẹ rántí pé ó máa play gbogbo ẹ̀ fún yín sìn ẹ lọ wo countenance ẹ̀njọ́ yẹn ẹ̀rù ń bá pé ṣé tóun bá bú mi màá jáde. Now ìgbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ sọ first ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣàbẹ̀ pé later agbẹ́pọ̀ sọ pé táwọn wá fẹ́ sùn ẹ̀ kọ́ tó sọ pé táwọn wá fẹ́ sùn ẹ̀ Karimo ti wọnú inbox mi ó ti wá sọ fún mi ó ní wọ́n ń bú Karimo wọ́n ti ń halẹ̀ mọ́ wọ́n ti sọ pé wọ́n máa sùn ẹ̀ wọ́n ti sọ pé wọ́n máa gbé ọkọ ẹ̀ sáré wọ́n ti sọ pé wọ́n máa arrest ẹ̀. Couple with ipe wọ́n tún wá bẹ Karimo ńjọ́ yẹn bó ṣe change yẹn ṣé wí bó ṣe wà yẹn domi ni tẹ́lí tóbi ni remote control ni òun ló stupid jù láyé yìí òun dẹ̀ ló gbé àwọn Wumi débi tán délé ni because when Mohbad died she was the first person that came out to lie to Daddy Freeze. I'm going to play everything lẹ́ni ṣé ń gbọ́ mi òun ló kọ́kọ́ bọ́ta tó sọ pé Mohbad mú igbó tí Mohbad mú ló jẹ́ kó rí ẹ̀ yí ṣé rántí I came out and challenge her pé ṣé lórí burúkú ni ẹni tó sọ pé mú igbó tó rí ẹ̀ yí ó dẹ̀ compose orin. A lot of irony Karimo pa fún wa. Karimo, mo fẹ́ kó bọ́ síta. Kó fi gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kó fi ṣépè. Kò ní kó ṣankú mọ́ ẹ lórí. Tó bá pé ó kọ lu download kíni fún mi. Mo ti mọ̀ pé ó lè ṣépè náà. Ìtorí ìyá yín ti fún yín kọ̀kẹ́ máa tọ́lá ìpè òjìnà sí yín lẹ́nu. Karimo, ẹ máa gbọ́. Only she's with Tanwa. Is the same mom that gave birth to Tanwa. Mo ti ka gbọ́ kíni fún yín ṣóyè yín. Ó ti pata ti identity yẹn rẹ. Can you keep my identity? Ló kọ́kọ́ fi bá mi sọ. Identity ẹ̀ mo wá ṣe mú bọ̀. Yes, Oni. I can emagbo, Sherry. Only I can give you more information if you want, but please hide my identity. Sherry. Only I will give you more information if you want, but please hide my identity. Money, please do. Money, please do. Money, do you live in USA? Only I don't even know you, and I don't even reveal my informant's identity. Shegbombe, kò sójú ẹ me, ṣé pé kò sójú ẹ nu photo ẹ. Mo bọ̀. Oni. Ṣé pé kò sójú ẹ nu photo ẹ. Ṣé kò sójú ẹ nu photo ẹ, but you kept saying keep my identity, keep my identity. Karimo ló gbé gbogbo àṣírí Wumi síta fún wa. Nínú ṣé rántí pé mo ti kà fún yín rí nínú nǹkan tó dé kọ fún mi ńjọ́ yẹn ó ń tẹnu mọ́ pé old Wumi tẹ́ bá rí mi tí mo dúró lé Wumi lórí Karimo ló sọ fún mi pé old Wumi properly òun àti ìyá òun mọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad ó ti mo fẹ́ fàyọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ta ni ó pe police station yẹn under Ọba Lẹ́kì àdúgbò wọn ni police station yẹn wà. Ta ló pe police station yẹn? Wọ́n ti sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ fún bàbá ní police report. Ọlọ́pàá yẹn lọ ọ̀nà pẹ́ DPO wá jáde. Ẹ rí òkú ọmọ. Wọ́n sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ti kú. Ẹ rí òkú ọmọ. Ṣé rí pé Naija is a useless country. Ó gba ẹnu mi. Ẹ rí òkú ọmọ. Ẹ dẹ̀ lé wọn bọ́ta ẹ ní kó máa lọ. Ìgbà ẹ̀mí fún wọn ní police report. Who does that? Who does that? Ta ló pe àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn pé kó má fún wọn ní police report? Who called? Ta ló pe ṣé wọ́n ti pé bàbá sọ pé òun lò 3 hours. Ó ní later ní DPO wá tó sọ pé kó má fún wọn kó má lọ. Ẹ rí òkú lọ́wọ́ èèyàn. Ẹ dẹ̀ fún ní police report. Àìmá fún bàbá ní police report ló jẹ́ kó lọ sí mortuary. Ìgbà tó dé mortuary sọ pé without police report àwọn ò lè gba Mohbad lọ́wọ́ wọn. Nǹkan tí bàbá ṣe fẹ́ lọ sí nìyẹn tó ṣe gbé lọ sí Kòròdú. Ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram tẹ́ sọ pé bàbá ló kọjú lọ sí ọmọ. Ṣé kó máa jẹ òkú ọmọ ẹni? Ọmọ tí Dàróṣà ti fi òwú sí létí tó ti fi sí nímú ṣé kó máa jẹ ni? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ sọ pé bàbá òun ló pa ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣé kó máa jẹ ni? Ẹjọ́ a nídìí DPO Onírù kó wá challenge nǹkan tá sọ yìí. Wọ́n gbé ọmọ wá síbẹ̀. Ọmọ tó ti kú ó lé wọn padà. Ó ní kó má fún wọn. Ìtòrò lórí burúkú Ọba Lẹ́kì kan ti pè ẹ́. Ẹ wá ní ọba kọ́ ló dóhùn mí lóyún. Ẹ ní ṣe oríire. Òkè ọba kọ́ ló dóhùn mí lóyún. Ta náà máa drag láti joy. Ta ni wọ́n máa drag láti joy. Òkè a sọ pé kó wá sọ pé wọ́n lò òkè ó mọ Wùmí rí. Ìwọ ṣe bọ́ta kò disclaim Wùmí kò pọ̀jù yẹn lọ. Ṣèbó ní àwọn council of obas tó ṣiṣẹ́ fún ẹ. Why can't your council of obas, your spokesperson that called me that day, tó pè mí jọ yẹn, wọ́n lè call now, call update. Àbí get kan tí mo sọ. Wọ́n lè call now, call update pé ọmọ tó ń tag mọ́ mi yo, mi mọ̀ rí o. Now, so Fálànà ló sọ pé kán lọ sí chamber yẹn. Orúkọ ìtọ́ ẹnu ìyá Mohbad àti tọ́ Liam ló gbà. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Mo ti kọ orúkọ gbogbo wọn, mo ti kọ orúkọ hospital, mo ti kọ orúkọ chamber, mo ti gbé photo lady tó ń lo ìtọ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ gan, mo gbé síta. Up till today mi ti rí petition letter wọn pé mo parọ́ mọ́ wọn, àbí mo disgrace hospital, àbí mo parọ́ mọ́ chamber. Up till today, mo ti rí. So when you see people attacking Wumi to go for DNA, we have our reasons. But she cannot go. Now she went for the DNA. Satellite Mika Kiyayeni. The DNA came back negative. Mohbad yote top up oyun rara. The DNA came back negative. And I came out on social media. Mo was on Instagram. Because mo was on Instagram for a long time. But mo kati mo so I want Facebook at TikTok. What mo pa. I came out on Instagram. I said everything back to back. Bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo dárúkọ hospital. Ṣé ben tó bá sọ pé irọ́ ni mo ń pa. Ṣé mo dárúkọ hospital. Mo dárúkọ hospital. Mo dárúkọ nurse tó sorry lady lawyer tó wà ní chamber yẹn tí Wunmi lórúkọ ẹ̀. Mo kọ orúkọ ẹ̀ síta. Mo gbé photo ẹ̀ síta. Mo de challenge Wunmi. Mo ní Wunmi ó ti lọ ṣe secret DNA and it came out negative. Mo ní if I'm lying lọ ṣe mí kò gbé síta. Everybody said I was lying. I ignored. Èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò lè ṣe mí. Tí gbogbo yín bá ń gbọ́ pé Falana withdraw. Falana withdraw because ó sọ pé kójú má rí bí gbogbo ara lògùn ẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Wọ́n ti ń bẹ̀ pé kó wá bò láṣìírí because ó ti wà obvious pé Falana ò fẹ́ dá sí. Ó ní kó má bà tòun jẹ́, òun ò bá ru ẹjọ́ burúkú báyìí rí. When she went to Falana, ipe kí Falana wá gbèjà òun. Ìjà pro bono ni Falana lọ gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ Falana. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Ìjà pro bono ni. Nǹkan tó sọ fún Falana ni pé Naira Marley, ṣé ń gbọ́? Wọ́n ti pa Mohbad o, ipe wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó royalties ẹ̀ sílẹ̀. That was why Falana came into that cause. Láti wá jà, láti wá bá gba ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? But when Falana got into that wàhálà, ó rí pé ó ti pọ̀ jù. Ṣé gbogbo yín gbọ́ mi? Ó rí pé ó ti pọ̀ jù. Ibi tó wá ti fẹ́ mú ló ní kó lọ ṣe DNA. The DNA came back negative. Tẹ́ bá sọ pé mo ń parọ́, tó bá sure fún mi, Wunmi, if it's sure for you, go and do DNA.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It is glaring the role of Wunmi in the demise of Mohbad. There is no two-way about it. There is no need to fool ourselves or begin to rant and ramble and all of that. Wunmi can only move around, do what she's doing presently because of the system. And when I say the system, I mean the way the Nigerian police is structured. They are structured uselessly. The only time they take action is if it has to do with big man. There is no respect for humanity, no equality. That's the problem that we have in Nigeria. No equality. Of course, I know that in other countries too, when it comes to important, or let's say elite, let's just use the word elite in the society. Oftentimes, when there is a crime or something happen, the police will move swiftly because it has to do with someone important in the society. They will move swiftly. These are decision makers. They will move swiftly in order to get results. Now, in the case of Nigeria, they act the same way too. When it is that of an elite in the society, they will move swiftly. They will move swiftly to get results. But when it comes to an ordinary, they call you inconsequential. They care less. They don't want to even get results. There are times that people will go to report a crime or a case at the police station. The police will tell them, we don't have petrol in our car to go investigate. You have to pay for the service. You have to pay. That's how bad it is. You have to pay. Nothing is working in that country. That is the reason why someone like Wunmi can hide using a corrupt mother, corrupt police officer, former police officer, who has contacted the police to manipulate this. And because they always often, they always want to help each other. Let me use that word. They always want to cover up for each other. Already, this case was never going to see the light of the day. It was always going to be shrouded in darkness because of Wumi's mother. Wumi's mother already made contact. There are certain evidence that the police would have been able to use to nail Wumi. But they didn't dwell on it. They didn't use any of it. They did not even tag Wumi as prime suspect in the demise of Mohbad. Rather, they said Wumi is an innocent witness. We now said, okay, if Wumi is an innocent witness, can Wumi tell us what she witnessed? Because for you to be tagged a witness, you must have seen, witnessed. And Wumi was unable to tell us anything. The only answer she could give is the nurse injected him, and that's it. When I asked, what prompted you guys to call the nurse? Wumi cannot answer. She said it is not ordinary. If it is not ordinary, tell us what is not ordinary. Tell us what happened. Oh, Mohbad punched Prime Boy. Then I ran out of the car to call security. When I came back, security now told Prime Boy to get down, and we now left and we got home. Now, as witness, tell us what Prime Boy did to Mohbad. She said it's not ordinary. That is a narrative that she sold to the world, to fans of Mohbad. It is not ordinary. What is not ordinary? Okay, whilst we are dealing with the not ordinary thing, since it is supernatural, we said, okay, let us clear this aspect of DNA. We supported Mohbad's father, who requested for this. Hell broke loose. Wumi said, no, that's not the justice. So what's the justice? Said, the nurse and Prime Boy. It is not ordinary. The nurse and Prime Boy. But you are the one that said Mohbad was the one that attacked Prime Boy. How can Mohbad, having attacked Prime Boy, now result to Prime Boy being responsible? You say, because Prime Boy is always getting Mohbad angry. But these people are childhood friends. Is Prime Boy supposed to be afraid of Mohbad because Mohbad is now more luminous, popular, and famous than him? Like he should be afraid, lean on the wall whenever Mohbad is passing, or lay on the floor? What exactly is it? These are childhood friends. They will always quarrel. They will always fight each other. What is this thing? Then Prime Boy came up and said, Wumi and Mohbad were having issues, arguing. From spending, we heard that it has to do with Canada. Then we put one and one together. We came to this conclusion that Mohbad had exempted Wumi and her son from the Canadian visa application. Somehow, Wumi got to know. Through what? Via what? Through who? It is not clear. Well, eventually, the whole thing became what it is. And here we are. Wumi refused to say what she and Mohbad argued about. And eventually they said to the world, through our speakers, through those that are in support of her, like, what is the big deal? Is there anything special about argument? Men and women argue. It's just normal argument between husband and wife. Oh, so if that is what it is, how then is the argument between two friends a problem now? How does it now make Prime Boy the prime suspect and not Wumi? Are you saying that a woman in a relationship or married to a man, or a man in a relationship or married to a woman, exempts them from being responsible directly or indirectly for any harm, for any act of wickedness done? Like, I don't really get it. Like, what is this thing? They said, oh, it's just a normal thing. They are just having but about what? Because what they are arguing about will determine motive. And since they are not willing to tell us, we now said, okay, we are in support of Mohbad's father. Let's get DNA done so that we can finally move away, move out of this thing. Let us just move on. Let's move on. Let's stop being, let's just stop being detective. Let's just get this DNA thing done. Then we'll start moving on with this. Wumi said no. DNA became life sentence. DNA became a no-go area. DNA became threat. DNA became bully. She started crying, oh God, help me. People are like, wait, are we hearing this thing it clearly, or is there something else? What do you mean by, oh God, help you? Nigerians, come to my aid. Mothers of the earth, come to my aid. Widows and widowers, come to my aid. Orphans and orphanage, come to my aid. Ground, soil, everything that God created, come to my aid. Are they going to cut your legs? No. Cut Liam's leg? No. So what is this thing? She refused DNA. Although the DNA has been done privately, so she knows exactly what this is all about already. It has been done on behalf of her. Someone already took the sample and took it to test, and they got the result. They realized that it is zero. It is zero. There is no connection at all. It is zero. And since it is zero, Wumi knows that there is no way. In fact, what Wumi's family and relatives and friends are concerned about is this. They don't want public disgrace. They know that Wumi is a vagabond. They know that Wumi is a bad person. They know that Wumi brought a child that does not belong to Mohbad. So they don't want public shame and disgrace. So they said, why didn't Mohbad's father make it a private thing? Why did he go public about DNA? If he had asked privately, would have done it like Secret of the Sands. We will bury it if it comes. They know, not if. We will bury the result. And if Mohbad's father is to put it out publicly, then we will take him to court for exposing private this and that. But since the man knows that public is better, the man made it public. Wumi is now caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. She cannot jump into the sea. She cannot face the devil. So she has decided to remain in the middle, ranting. But how long will she continue to rant? It doesn't. The sea will come, the tide will rise, and the tide is already rising. It will come and drag you. And the devil, on the other hand, is already chopping your legs slowly. So what is this thing, Wumi? Why don't you run out? Why don't you escape? Why don't you fly? Why don't you call for support? And the support is the truth. Why don't you call for a lifesaver? The lifesaver is the truth. It's only the truth that can set you free. It's only the truth that can part the deep sea. It's only the truth that can rebuke the devil that is chopping your legs already, cutting your leg. It's only the truth. The truth. Say it. Yes, this child is not Mohbad's own. We were trying to have a child. Mohbad couldn't get me pregnant. So I wanted to keep the family together, like keep Mohbad, because I kind of realized that it's like he needed a child. Oh, his father is talking about it. So I didn't want to disappoint them. I now went to bench the benching. I didn't know that the benching was going to result into what happened. In fact, the benching had gone on for a while, and I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. That's it. That's it. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing more. That would have ended it. People would have looked at it and they would have forgiven you. They would have said, oh, she did it out of ignorance. But now, unfortunately, there is no way out. This is what they call Royal Rumble. There is no way out. This is a cage fight. You can't come out of it anymore. You made it that way. Not Mohbad's father. You made it that way. And Mohbad had already cursed you. He had already prophesied. He said, you guys have been doing this for too long in your family. You have buried people's destiny and glory. But his own will be the last that you will do. And that the world will crash and crush you people. Now, is it not happening? It is happening. All you needed was to call Mohbad's father. But you knew that this man will publicize the result of the DNA. You wanted to use the lawyer, Falano, to help you assuage Mohbad's father. But the man refused, say DNA is a must. And I applaud him for standing his ground. DNA is a must. DNA is a must. It's a public show. After all, you guys called us in, asking us to help you. You asked us to help you demand from the Nigerian police why they are not going to exhume. And they did. So our voices was good to get Mohbad out of the soil. So our voice should also be good on DNA. Justice for Mohbad.